I want to talk about who handled the economy better. Was it Donald Trump and Joe Biden? The easy answer was it was Donald Trump because before COVID hit, it was record unemployment across all the board. In October 2019, um, under his administration, he had 60 million jobs for women, the lowest unemployment for women in history. And the average family of four got $6,000 in tax break every single year. People were richer under his administration, and it was not just the rich and the top 1%. Um, and when COVID hit, the unemployment back in April 2020 was 15%. And then during this 10-month stretch, he was able to cut the unemployment to 7% on December 2020. And then in October 2020, a poll came up and it said that over 56% of Americans were better off under his administration. That was more than Barack Obama when he ran for re-election in 2012. That was more than George W. Bush when he ran for re-election in 2004. And that was more than Ronald Reagan when he ran for re-election back in 1984. Um, and then the vaccine was rolled out. Now, a lot of people like to say that it's always a Democratic administration that have to clean up the mess of a Republican administration, but that's not true because the last time I checked, it was during the Trump administration that the vaccine was delivered. The vaccine was already administered during his administration. That was before Biden took office. Biden was part of the recovery phase. It wasn't like he just took it wasn't like he just took the White House and then we were still in COVID. The vaccine was already delivered. And then when he governed, inflation was high and people were not happy during his administration. For example, an ABC News poll that said that only 25% of the policy helped him and Harris compared to 55%. When you compare that to Trump, it was 44% help to 31% hurts. And also, when you compare when Trump ran for re-election in comparison to Biden, he ran for re-election, Donald Trump got 18 million votes. He got over 90% of the Republican primary votes, and he swept through the country. So that signifies that people were very happy during his administration. And when you look at Biden, they were not so happy. This is why this entire they rigged this entire Democratic primary so no one could challenge him. They moved the South Carolina primary first, and then they moved the New Hampshire primary later. So that way, people like RFK Jr. could not gain enough traction to challenge him for his nomination. When you compare that to Trump, when he ran for re-election, he did not need to rig the primary in his favor because he was popular. And there were times he would not even attend the Republican primary debate back in 2020 because he had like a 94% approval rating among Republicans. So, and then Bill Weld, he was a two-time governor in Massachusetts. He won re-election by one of the biggest margin in 1994, and Trump knocked him off the park, winning all 56 contests. So this is all I gotta say. So the easy answer is Donald Trump was better at handling the economy than Joe Biden, even with COVID. Now, do not forget that it was Donald Trump who got the vaccine done. It is his administration that got the vaccine done. Biden was part of the recovery phase. The unemployment fell to 7% before Biden took over, and then the vaccine was already administered. And if the economy was so great under Biden, he would have won re-election, but he did not.